In football's history, there are some players that no matter how much credit or praise you give them, we still feel like they are underrated. Andre Pirlo, Sergio Busquets and Thomas Muller are just some of the footballers we think need more recognition. And it's the same with Manchester United's all-time top goalscorer, Wayne Rooney. The White Pele, as Manchester United fans love to call him, had so many different phases as a football player and continued to develop until he became one of the most complete footballers in the world. Still, football fans don't know how good the player really was. So, how did Wayne Rooney make it to the top? Why should he be considered one of the best English football players in history? And most importantly, how good was Wayne Rooney actually? Wazza was born October 24th, 1985 in Coxteth Town, Liverpool, England. His parents Thomas Rooney and Jeanette Mary were Irish citizens who migrated to England, making Rooney himself of Irish descent. And this may explain our player's short temper. When he was just still a young kid, he got suspended from school for 2 days for kicking a hole in the science room. And did you know why he did that? It's because he got his football confiscated by the school's administration. This incident was the first sign of young Rooney's obsession with the beautiful game. Despite being raised in a devoted Catholic family, little Wayne turned into a devil whenever he had the ball at his feet. Therefore, he was enrolled in the Liverpool schoolboys team, scoring 72 goals in one season. When he turned 9, he played for Coppelhouse Boys Club, where he scored 99 goals in his final season. This was when the young lad was spotted by Everton scout Bob Pendleton. Rooney grew up as an Everton fan, and when he received the call from Mr. Pendleton to join the Toffees, it was a dream turning into a reality. Young Wazza joined Everton's youth side, where he slowly rose through the ranks. He was even chosen as the club's mascot for the Merseyside derby against Liverpool in 1996. Rooney's ability, work ethic and determination helped him become one of the most promising talents in Everton's academy, and at just the age of 15, he was already promoted into the under-19 squad. In 2002, Rooney scored 8 goals in 8 games during Everton's campaign in the FA Youth Cup. One of these goals came in the Aston Villa defeat in the final, but his celebration was what made him an Everton legend despite not even playing a game for the senior squad yet. He revealed a shirt he wore underneath that read, "Once a Blue, always a Blue." That statement didn't turn out to be true, did it? Rooney's impressive performances for the youth side earned him an invitation to Everton's first team squad for their training camp in Austria in 2002. On July 15th, he scored his first goal in a friendly game against SC Wets. Rooney started the first game of the 02-03 campaign against Tottenham and played 67 minutes, in which he provided an assist for Everton in his first ever game. However, it was in the 10th fixture against Arsenal that Rooney became the talk of the whole country. Wayne started the game on the bench and was brought on in place of Thomas Rosiński in the 80th minute. With the score being 1-1, with seconds left in the game, Wayne controlled the ball in Arsenal's area and sent a monstrous curler past the Gunners' keeper, David Seaman. The goal made Wayne the youngest goal scorer in the history of the Premier League, at 16 years and 360 days. It was also the goal that ended Arsenal's 30-match unbeaten run, and just like that, Wayne Rooney announced himself to the Premier League.
It's a special goal and a special talent. It's an English talent, the biggest English talent I've seen here.
Due to his Irish heritage through his parents, Wayne was eligible to play for the Republic of Ireland. However, when he was 16, he rejected an approach from Ireland as he only ever wanted to represent England. In 2003, a year later, Wazza received his first call to the English national team and debuted in a friendly game against Australia, where he scored his first goal. In September of the same year, Wayne became the youngest player to score for England in the UEFA Euro 2004 qualifying game. Wayne spent 2 seasons at Goodison Park, scoring 28 goals and registering 8 assists in 117 games he played in an Everton shirt. By 2004, Everton's financial situation was not at its best, and with the player submitting a transfer request, it was best for both parties to part ways. Newcastle's $20 million offer was rejected. However, when Manchester United came knocking, Rooney and Everton couldn't turn down the opportunity. The Red Devils paid £27 million for the player, the highest fee ever paid for a player under the age of 20. Rooney was handed the number 8 shirt and made his official debut for United on September 28, 2004, in a Champions League game against Fenerbahce. And what did the 18-year-old do? He scored a hat-trick and provided 1 assist on his debut, making him the youngest player to score 3 goals in a single game in Champions League history. Rooney didn't win a single trophy in his debut season with the Red Devils. However, he quickly became one of the first name on Alex Ferguson's team sheets. He made 43 appearances for the club, scoring 17 goals and assisting 5 times across all competitions. He was relentless, fighting for every ball. He was basically a raging bull on the field, which earned him a spot in Ferguson's first 11. His impressive performances cemented his place in the national team squad as he was called to participate in the 2004 Euros. England crashed out of the competition's quarter-final against the host Portugal. However, Wayne had a remarkable tournament. He became the youngest scorer in the game's history with a brace against Switzerland. Then he added another 2 goals in a 4-2 win over Croatia in the group stage. Rooney's 4 goals in 4 games earned him a place in UEFA's team of the tournament, which isn't a simple thing to do at just 19. The 2005-2006 season was the same for Wayne. He ended the campaign with 19 goals and 10 assists in 48 appearances. However, this time he won his first trophy after beating Wigan in the League Cup final, in which he scored 2 goals. Unfortunately, Rooney suffered a metatarsal fracture in one of the last games of the season, which wasn't ideal given England was preparing for the 2006 World Cup. Rooney's recovery was fastened with England using an oxygen tent on the player. This allowed him to feature in the second group stage game for his country. Wayne failed to score in any of the games he played, and he made the situation worse when England faced Portugal in the competition's quarter-finals. He received a straight red card in the 62nd minute after stomping on Ricardo Carvalho. We told you he was a raging bull. Funnily enough, he left the field after an altercation with his Manchester United teammate Cristiano Ronaldo. You'd think that such an incident would affect both players' relationships. It definitely didn't, because they started to click even more for United. Rooney just kept on getting better and better, and in the 2006-2007 season, he won his first Premier League title for Manchester United, while helping the club reach the Champions League semi-finals, where they were knocked out by AC Milan. Rooney made 55 appearances that season, scoring 23 goals and providing 15 assists. Wayne's performances earned him a new 2-year contract extension, while also being offered the number 10 shirt previously worn by Ruud van Nistelrooy. The 2007-2008 season was even better for United and their star boy. They ended up winning the Community Shield, Premier League and 2008 Champions League title. With Vidic and Ferdinand in the back line, Scholes and Carrick in the middle of the park, and the front three of Carlos Tevez, Cristiano Ronaldo and Wayne Rooney, seeing this Red Devils team line up was enough to send shivers down their opponents' spines. Wazza ended that season with 18 goals and 14 assists in 43 games. So yeah, he was pretty much at the heart of every Manchester United attack. The 2008-2009 season was basically the same for Rooney and United. They won the Community Shield, the League Cup and the Premier League. However, they were met by Pep's Barcelona side in the Champions League final, which they ended up losing 2-0. And in case you were wondering, Rooney hit the net 20 times while assisting another 13 goals in 49 games that season. But at this stage, that was nothing new for the number 10. Manchester United entered the following season without Wayne's striking partners Cristiano Ronaldo and Carlos Tevez. However, the Englishman partnered up with Dimitar Berbatov and took the Red Devils to a second-place finish while winning the League Cup. The 2009-2010 season was the first time Rooney exceeded the 30 goals mark, netting 34 times in 44 appearances. However, Rooney didn't take his incredible club form with him whenever he played for England in major competitions. In the 2010 World Cup, all hopes on Wayne Rooney to try and lead the Lions into winning the trophy for the first time. In the 2010 World Cup, the three Lions crashed out of the round of 16, with Rooney having no contribution whatsoever. From 2010 to 2013, Rooney won another 2 league titles, while reaching the 2011 Champions League final, which he lost again against Pep's iconic side. In these 3 years, Rooney kept his habit of scoring goals. He scored 66 goals and provided 37 assists in just 120 games. Of course, you'll remember one of these 66 goals. It's the mesmerising bicycle kick he scored in the Manchester derby. It was the best way to earn back the United supporters' trust after he nearly left the club at the start of the season. In the 2011-2012 campaign, he scored 27 league goals, just 3 goals behind the league's top goal scorer Robin van Persie, who joined him at the club a year later. In the middle of that period, England qualified to the top of their group for the 2012 Euros, but Rooney had to miss the first 2 games due to a red card he received for a dangerous tackle against Montenegro. He featured in the final group stage game, scoring the winning goal against Ukraine. Still, England crashed out of the tournament after losing to Italy on penalty kicks. Now back to his club career. Rooney and Robin combined to create a lethal striking force. We can all remember Van Persie's volley from a Rooney cross against Aston Villa in the final game of the 2012-2013 season. Unfortunately for the Dutchman, he had only 1 season under the legendary Scotsman Alex Ferguson, who announced his retirement at the end of the season. David Moyes was then appointed manager, and the once feared Manchester United side turned into a top 4 challenging side. However, Wayne Rooney kept giving his best for the club until they finally won their first title under Louis van Gaal in 2015, after beating Crystal Palace in the 2015 FA Cup. Such an achievement didn't stop United's board from sacking Van Gaal to bring in the special one, who delivered a League Cup and a UEFA Europa League double in the 16-17 season. And this is when Wayne's story with the Red Devils comes to an end. Despite being the club's captain, Wayne's playing minutes started to decrease with age, taking a toll on the player. But he left in the best possible way, delivering European glory to the Red Devils again. Since Alex Ferguson's retirement in 2013, Wayne scored 37 goals and registered 22 assists in 117 appearances. Highlighting the decrease in his numbers does show how he managed to transform his game and become more of a playmaker in the attacking midfield role. Still, Wayne left Manchester United to join Everton as the club's all-time goalscorer, with 253 goals, writing his name in gold in the Red Devils history books. During that period, Wayne also featured for England in the 2014 World Cup, which was an absolute catastrophe for the Three Lions, who crashed out in the group stage. He also played in the 2016 Euros in France, which ended up with England being knocked out of the round of 16 by Iceland, despite Rooney's early goal. In 2017, Gareth Southgate left Wayne Rooney out of the England squad. However, after a series of impressive performances with Everton, Wayne was recalled by the English manager. This time, Rooney decided to snub Gareth's call as he announced his early retirement from international football. Wayne's international career might not sound as good as his club journey, still he became the country's all-time top goalscorer with 53 goals in 120 appearances, a record that was later broken by Harry Kane's 56 goals to date. Wayne had a brief return to Everton before he went to the MLS to play for FC Dallas for 2 seasons. Then he moved back to England, precisely to Derby County, where he was a player manager, where he finally hung up his boots in 2021 to focus on managing. And that was Wayne Rooney's career summed up for you. But still, we haven't answered the question of how good was he actually. Well, what makes Rooney so good is the way he developed throughout his career. He first started as a relentless bull, jumping at opponents and fighting for every ball. But as his career progressed, his play style matured and he became a proper number 10, linking the midfield to the attack and providing assists left, right and centre. He was also capable of adapting to different situations the squad went through. When Ronaldo and Tevez left, Rooney was there linking up with Berbatov. When the Bulgarian left, Rooney was the creator behind Robin van Persie. And in the last year of his career, he combined with Zlatan Ibrahimovic to deliver the Europa League title for United. It was simply a pleasure watching Wayne Rooney play for Manchester United. The Red Devil supporters who witnessed Wazza's development will tell you how great of a player their number 10 was. From a raging bull to a classy midfielder, Wayne was capable of doing it all on the pitch. So where do you guys think he ranks among the best strikers and attacking midfielders the game has ever seen? Comment your opinions down below and please subscribe if you enjoyed this video.